Conservation Society. God save fellow duck, vaudeville and variety. We are the desperate and appreciate.
Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
Hi, welcome to the Law and the Promise. This is the channel where we discuss the laws of mind that govern our lives. And these are principles, just like there are physical principles, gravity, but the principles of mind create the principles in the physical world. Okay, they are a result of the principles of mind. So it's to teach you principle, gravity. They don't know what it is, but they know it's a principle. It's the same thing. This is a principle of mind. You don't know the presence. You don't see it, okay, but you feel it. There's a presence. Now, people make up stories because they see the physical all around them and they put the physical first. Okay, and it's nothing. It's just nothing. Okay. Bunch of thoughts and beliefs walking around. There. Okay. And, people don't understand that God's talking to you when he's in his creative imaginative juju. It's him and his babe hanging out together when a person is in their imaginative and creative juju. They're making music, they're in the music. That's God, and the lyrics that come out and the song and everything that comes out it's coming straight from God. Okay, and there are messages in there, and they're pretty loud when you see it from a spiritual point of view instead of a physical point of view. Okay, stop taking on what people say and think. If you wouldn't be like that, nobody else would. If you see racism, you're the racist. If it's good, loving, then everyone gets it. And the majority will accept that. They want that. They want peace. They want harmony. They want joy. They want these things in their life. So they will accept it. But some, don't. They don't accept it. And they're quite proud of that. And the idea is to forgive. They would say you're being cruel, you're being kind. Okay. They're going to either change or they're going to go away. That's the principle. You're going to be how I see you. And I see you as nothing but good because I know who's inside that body. And I know if I had landed in the same place as you, I would be saying and doing the same things you are right now. Okay, so I'm going to forgive you because of the principle. All right? It's principle. As a man thinks and sincerely feels in his heart, so shall it be. And the Bible is just full of references to the heart. That word heart is used over 500 times in the King James Bible. 500 times, that's a lot. Okay. And then as science, moved forward, we discover there's a mind in our heart. There's a brain in there with neurons. They don't really know what it does, but they know it's there. Okay. And we've been playing with the placebo effect forever. We all know. Belief, and some would like to call that law of assumption. There's a lot of followers of Neville Goddard that call it that, and that's not true. All your assumptions, your beliefs, are going to be challenged. You're just flipping one for another. That's all. That's what Neville Goddard was teaching, how to flip one belief for another. Okay. And there's other spiritual teachers that are teaching you claim your birthright. Okay. Which is, you get it all the time because you're no different than the tree outside. It gets it all the time. You just need to stop judging. God doesn't judge, and you're his child. He doesn't judge. He don't care. He's the sun. He's shining on all, good and bad and ugly. He doesn't care. He just doesn't give a shit. You're his baby. He's feeding you. He's giving you everything you could possibly want or need. It flows through you, out of you, around you, like the magnetic field of the earth. It's a manifestation of it. It's closer than close, we are told. You're breathing it in and breathing it out. You're like a fish, only you swim in the essence of life. You're swimming in the universal life force. You're part of it. You're the presence inside the universal life force, which is the essence, which is God Almighty. Okay? And he don't care. He doesn't care. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy. What you want? He doesn't even care what you want. He's pushing it out there. It's out there. It's out there already. It's the sun that shapes it, okay, and shares in the imagination. But you don't control it, okay? It's God's. That's his babe, okay? He'll find you a babe of your own. Just tell him what kind of baby you like. And it's on the way, And it's coming out of him. It all comes out of him, And you're a part of it. It's all coming out of you. He works through you, okay? This is the principle. So it's about taking a step back and say, okay, I'm looking at this as principle. Okay. Now I'm going to find out why that triggered me, if there was cause for this, because the karmic laws are the 12 laws of mind, and it's really 10. The first two are of the utmost importance and go with the law of love and grace, which is what we are in right now. It's kind of like an amnesty program. Okay? And that's what the Christ means by those words from Matthew. If you go to church and you praise God, or you learn these laws of mind and you heal people, you do things, you did it in the name of the Christ, you're being a vain little shit. You weren't being the Christ. It didn't come from your heart. You were being vain, spiritually vain. Okay? And you thought what you were doing was so Christ doesn't know you. The Christ is God. He doesn't have a point of view. He doesn't give a shit. Okay? He doesn't. It's men who give other men authority over themselves, and that's a conflict. It's men who give men authority over each other, and that's a conflict. That's a conflict. There is no other authority other than God. And what's his name? I. And what's his son's name? Am. I am. I am. Who says it? I do. Do you see how this works? When you're saying I, you're saying the universe and everything within it. And it's outside of the universe watching, it's everywhere, it's everything. That's who you're saying. It's not Rita. Rita doesn't do shit. Okay, she doesn't. She's the vessel. She agreed to be the vessel. She's not real. She's just a vessel. Okay, for the I am to work through. And there's rewards in that. You have your own mind and you get to choose. You get to choose. You're going to follow God, your heart, or you're going to follow your head, the one you fill up with all the stuff men have to say. You're going to believe them. You're going to believe your heart. Do what your heart tells you to do. Okay? Everyone used to know that the doctor set the bone, God mends it. Okay? And that comes out of the God helps those who help themselves. And what that really means is you go within, you turn to God, you always go to God first, because that is yourself. Now, there are people, they look like they're alive, but they're zombies. They have a spark of the life force, but all they do is want to eat brains. They think intelligence is important. They think all that data is important. It's not important. It's just something to do while you're here. Busy work, business. You give a shit. Seriously. Do I love the world? No. No, I don't. And the Bible tells you if you love the world, you can't love the Christ. Because it's hell for a spiritual being to be in a physical world, a physical body. Okay. And I'm not trapped. The body is part of my spirit. It goes with me. And that's what the Christ is doing with the second coming. He's coming down here and he's taking his body back with him, back into the essence, the universe and all within it's going back into the essence. And if you haven't been walking with God, then Jesus says, I don't know you. You've been following lawlessness. And if things start going wonky after you forgive, it's usually because you hit the nail on the head about something, whatever it was. Okay? And now it's going, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Don't let it stop you. If that's your man, that's your man. And if it's not, then okay. But you're not going to tear it apart. You're going to forgive. And you're not going to listen to him. I'm not listening to this talk. No, nobody thinks like that. This is ridiculous. This kind of thinking does not exist. I'm not going to dignify any of that with a response. I'm going to sit here and bite my tongue. I don't think so. Because you know the principle. Every word is a seed. Now, whether it grows or not is another story, but every word is a form, and it's a limited form, and the essence immediately fills it up and puts it where you said to put it. Okay? Now, it's a matter of Can you believe that? Because you put all this monkey shit in your head. Clean it out. Clean out your mind. Clean out the cup. You're the vessel. You're the cup. Clean it out. Okay? There's nothing wrong with your pineal gland. You don't have mental health issues. There's nothing wrong. Ghosts aren't chasing you, and there's no such thing as evil unless you believe in it. Okay? Bad boys have been taken care of. They're just remnants. And so some are zombies, and you rebuke them, forgive them, revise it, and guess what? They go away. Now, if they're attached to you, husband, boyfriend, whatever, you just keep it up. And if it's not, they're going to leave you, something's going to happen, I don't know. They're going to change or go. That's the principle. That's how it is. And if you really stop and think about it, you know it's true. Because if you had a change of mind about something, then suddenly certain friends went away, certain people went away, and new ones came. Some people like to say it's learning lessons. No, it's not. It's discovering yourself. So yeah, it's learning. There's no lesson here to be learned. Okay? You're discovering the truth about yourself. Okay? That this core of your being is what, runs everything. It's not just running your breathing and eating and walking and all that other stuff that you take for granted, that you should be grateful for. I'm grateful I have more hair than 3 women. I am. I'm grateful I have this beautiful body. It came out of God. Of course, it's beautiful. It's beauty. It's these things that will save you. People want to believe, no, they got to go take drugs and do all this other stuff. Okay, whatever. Do what you feel you have to do. You live by the law or you die by the law. Okay? And God doesn't die. He's eternal. And God is man. Man's not God. Okay? As long as you think like men, they're going to die. And that's okay. They don't really die. They come right back here until they learn or discover. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Hey, compadre, where you going?
I've got to get to the bean fields.
Ah, yes. There's one hell of a party going on. Come on. Come on. I know a shortcut.
Shortcut?
Yes, my feet are killing me. Come on.
Sometimes you do not act like an angel.
I want to tell you something.
I don't want to know anything.
I hate beans.
What? You are a disgrace.
I'd rather have steak.
Sometimes I think you're just making fun of me.
Cuidado! Not bad, not bad. Mira, estás hecho un atleta.
Nunca había caminado tanto en mi vida.
Ay, pobrecito. Pero no falta mucho ahora. En un ratito, creo que vamos a oír la música.
Música.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society. God save the whole duck, vaudeville and variety. We are the Desperate Dan Appreciation Society. God save strawberry jam and all the different varieties. Serving the old ways from being abused. Protecting the new ways for me and for you. What more can we do? We are the draft Preservation Society.